Yo, what is going on, boys? Today in this video I'm gonna be showing you guys an underrated game that y'all have probably never heard of. This bluelock game is way better than azure latch, way better than bluelock rivals, and it's not even close. Surprisingly, it's been out for a while, and you know, it doesn't really get the attention that it deserved. But in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys everything about the game, and I'm going to be showing you guys exactly why it is just so much better than those other two. So lock in, go grab a snack or something. Now, obviously, this is a bluelock game, so of course, you can hold left click, you can tap the ball around, okay? You can pick it up and dribble it. Dribbling in this game is just so much better than all the other bluelock games by far. The reason being is because the only thing that they can tackle is this ball, okay? So if you're like moving around like this and like being super unpredictable about it, you can kind of dribble the whole team if you're just really good. Now, if you've noticed me running around, you can see my stamina bar here. When this goes all the way down, I can't run anymore. Whenever I use dribble moves like pressing Q, it also takes some of my stamina. There's also a second dribble move. If you hold left click and then click Q, you can do a feint. And if you notice the ball, whenever I do this, it glows this color, and that represents the iframes. So if somebody tries to slide tackle you or try to kick the ball out from under you while you have this highlight over the ball, then you will ankle breaker them and they will be stunned on the ground, and you can just do whatever. Now, below my stamina bar is these 4 icons down below. These are your skills. These are your abilities. Every ability is different. All of them have different cooldowns. This build in particular that I made is specifically a dribbler build. Reason being is because all of these moves here have iframes, so if you go ahead and spam them, you can see the ball highlights on every single one of them, and depending on the move, they have a different amount of cooldown. I won't get too much into how the dribbling works because there's actually like a lot of text for it, a lot of mechanics. Like, for example, if you curve it, you can like rainbow flick it over people. If you have the ball like this and you're dribbling, you run slower, so if you were to just keep kicking it forward, then you know you're running at a faster pace basically, and whoever's chasing you can't catch up. Only problem is doing this can sort of be countered in a way by a certain ability that I will get into later. But yes, the highlight of this game is that it's way more skillful than basically any of the other bluelock games. That's because every ability can be countered in some kind of way. Like, not every move is just completely broken, but I will get into that in a little bit when I go into the abilities. But going into the next thing, you can curve the ball. Yes, finally a bluelock game where you can curve the ball without an ability. So to curve the ball, you simply have to click R, and that's going to change it to the left curve. If you press it again, it goes to the right curve, and if you press it again, it just goes away and your shot will be completely straight. But in order to curve, it's pretty simple. All you got to do is you just look where you want to shoot and look the other way. This goes both ways with both curves. It takes a bit of time to sort of understand the curve, but once you get it down, it's pretty easy to understand. I completely missed. And if you're seriously insane and you want to go for this sort of corner shot here, it's definitely possible. I just suck. No. If somebody's passing it to you, you can trap the ball by just clicking the left click. And yeah, I would say it's pretty simple to understand. Now, this is the main menu you're going to be put in. Over on the right side here, you have these slots. You get you get 2 slots for free. I bought this 3rd slot. Over your inventory, you know, obviously you can have these emotes, you can have these shot trails, player badges, goal explosions. What I really like in this game is that you can actually roll for the color of your shot trails, which will also change the color of some of your abilities. You have these quests right here. I would recommend doing these because these honestly give you a lot of money. Even these weekly quests, they give you like 100k. And then over at the bottom here, you have these skills, shop, stats, and codes. We're going to start off with the skills here. So on the left side, you have the skills that you have currently, and then these on the right are the ones that you can get. There's quite a bit of them. Like I said before, all of these do different things, and all of them have counters, which is really nice. It really puts in the skill-based mechanic in a bluelock game, which a lot of them are missing. Nobody's totally overpowered because if you're good enough, you can just completely shut them down. Now, a really nice thing with this is you have a pity amount, obviously, and you also have a thing where if you click the ability that you want, you get extra luck when you're trying to roll for it. So yeah, let's say I want this Kaiser impact, that's 3%. All I gotta do is roll this 3%, and I have more of a chance to roll this Kaiser impact over the rest of these world classes, which is super nice when you're trying to get a specific ability. Props to the devs for that one. Now over on the right, we have the flow. Now all of these do different things. I'm not going to totally go into what they do. I will link a Trello that you can get all this info from. I would say these are all good except for this common and I would say chameleon, because chameleon doesn't really do anything at the moment. But the rest of these, monster, duality, ripple, galaxy, villain, speedster, wild card, and matrix, bro, all of these are all crazy. They all do different things, and going with any of these is, you know, pretty good. Since I'm running a dribble build, obviously I'm going monster because it reduces my dribble cooldowns. And it's just super nice to have whenever I want to solo a whole team. Now the third thing, we have talents. Okay, so just like the flows, all of these do different things. You can find the information in the Trello. Just know that egoist is kind of crazy because it boosts your flow gain. It triples your flow gain. But if you're looking for a pretty good talent, I would say the ones that are pretty good right now are definitely egoist, bolo, glide, and probably track star. Those are probably the top 4 right now that are definitely worth getting. If you want to be a goalkeeper, you can go grappler, but I never played goalkeeper and I'm not good at it. But hey, if you are that kind of player, if you are the goalkeeper, hey, go crazy with grappler, bro. That's pretty good. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go on to my slot 2 and show y'all my speedster build. Now, as I said, all of these do different things. This one in particular is really good because number one, I have egoist on this, so it triples my flow gain whenever I score a goal, if I ankle break somebody, if I make an assist, all those things. It triples all of it. So I'm basically getting my flow all the time. All right, so you can see here my flow is 100%. So if you go ahead and press G, I can activate my flow. It's called speedster, and just look how much faster I run. All right, and another thing is I have this ability called speed burst. So I can stack these abilities on top of each other and I could just run around the whole field. Nobody can catch me. All right. I also have this other ability. If I grab it, I can use explosive speed and just get, you know, even faster after that. Boom. All right. And it's all on cooldown now. But like I said, nobody's locked to one class. Nobody's locked to Nagi or Bachira or Isagi. Everybody can dip into different abilities and sort of be like a jack of all trades, or you can just do what I did and just go full speed. All right, finally, I'm going to show y'all my third slot here. This slot is sort of my defender build. I have these skills right here. My flow is Galaxy, which basically, you know, increases the hitbox of my kicks, which is really nice in a game like this. You can intercept passes easily and literally just be IQ. And my talent is Glide. So it basically just makes me slide way further, and it's so much easier to catch people off guard and just like steal the ball. Now, this legendary ability called Black Hole Trap is probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen in a blue lock game. Obviously, it's, you know, a Nagi reference. You trap the ball in the air. Pretty simple. But now to use it, you can receive a pass with this. If they, you know, throw it up high to a place where only you can get, you can go ahead and just Black Hole Trap it. You can also use it as a dribble move by just kicking it straight up, going up and grabbing it, and then just shooting. And since this is defender build, if somebody has the ball, I can go in and just web them like this. They'll get slowed, so I can easily just slide on them and take the ball real fast. Now I'm finally going to get into this fourth ability that I have on every single one of my builds. I would say it's probably the best ability in the game right now that is, you know, needed on every single build. It's just that good that if your build does not have it, then it's kind of trash. Now all explosive speed is, it's just like a dash forward. Okay, it's like this sort of distance, but the reason that it's so good is because, well, number one, you can use it on and off the ball. A lot of offensive abilities, you need the ball to do it, but that ability, you can do it on and off the ball. It's really nice to use defensively and really nice to use offensively. You can do a lot of things with it. Okay, there's some tech that I'm not going to get into, but let me just tell you, if your build does not have explosive speed, then it's not good. All right, let me go ahead and get flow here so I can show y'all just what Galaxy does. All right, so now I got Galaxy. As I said before, all it does is increase your kick hitbox. So usually from right here, you're not able to kick the ball, but if you pop Galaxy, you can. Super nice. So if you want to make a Nagi build and just go crazy with some juggling, it's super nice. Okay, now I'm pretty sure it's like double the range. Okay, look at that. That's actually ridiculous, bro. Like, what the heck is that? And also, Galaxy is the only flow that is basically double the time that the other flows last. But yeah, some tech, boom, hit that, boom, hit that. You already passed one guy. Get into the box, boom, curve it in. I missed. I'm gonna be totally truthful, guys. The last time the game updated was Christmas, which, if you can count, that was 4 months ago. Wait, I'm stupid. January, February, March, April, May. Wait, that was 5 months ago. So it hasn't updated in 5 months, which devs need to lock in, bro. Come on. The game is still in a good state at the moment. I would say it's pretty balanced. One gripe that I do have is that the AI goalkeeper is really bad. From before the Christmas update, the AI goalkeeper was really good. Like, you actually had to, you know, nail the corner or actually hit a good shot for it to go in. But now it's pretty easy. You can kind of just do whatever and you'll probably score a goal. I know the developers have been talking in the Discord about another skillful update, which is probably soon. Maybe. I'm sort of just coping at this point because they did announce this like last month, and a month to work on an update. Yikes. Yeah, but I will say, bro, in this game, teamwork actually matters. Teamwork actually does something. Whereas in Azure Latch and the bluelock rivals, you're not really encouraged to pass because you have all the abilities to just like solo dribble every single time. And I know this is like a big thing in the bluelock community because everybody pushes this agenda where you have to be an egoist and nobody passes. Bro, we're trying to win the game, okay? In a game like Skillful, it is much more encouraged to pass the ball. Reason being is it's fairly difficult to keep the ball against better players, and the only way to get around them is to pass the ball. So in short, you're heavily punished for keeping the ball in ball hockey. Another thing is, man, if you have some teammates who can pass, bro, it is quite literally impossible to lose the game. Like, if you get trapping down, if you get ball movement down. I was playing autos the other day and I saw two guys who were just like tossing it to each other and just black hole trapping it over everybody, and we just couldn't do anything because, you know, they're just like, they kick it up high for each other, and what do? You can't grab that unless you have black hole yourself. But yeah, the game's super nice. It's really cool how you can just sort of mix and match your abilities, and you can stack buffs on top of each other. Like, for example, earlier I stacked a ton of speed boosts on my speed build, and on my dribble build I just went all out on the iframes, so I can basically dribble 6 or 7 times in the span of like 5 seconds. But since I went 4 dribble moves, that means I'm missing out on some really cool shots like Kaiser Impact or stuff like Lion Shot, which you can kind of like cross map with it with the right build. I will say, if you run the Bolo talent and you get the villain flow, you can just half court. If you're really good at your shots, you can just nail the goal every single time. In my opinion, it's just really cool how you can mix and match all these different kinds of things. Whereas in Azure Latch and bluelock rivals, you can't really do that because you're sort of just locked into one playstyle, locked into one class. This game has the freedom to just basically go wild with anything. But hey, that's gonna be it. That was all I wanted to talk about for this video. If you're a fan of bluelock, go try out this game, okay? Let me know what you think down in the comments. If it was trash, tell me it's trash. If it was good, tell me it was good. I believe this game is super underrated, and I think it deserves some more attention, especially from the audience that is trying to go for. But hey, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, bro. Leave a like, man. And if this isn't the first time you've been around this channel, bro, go ahead and just subscribe, bro. But anyways, I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye. No!